Chosen ones, I'm revealing a 2-line secret from the spirit world that guarantees your family's loyalty. This unseen truth will unlock blessings you never imagined. But you must not skip this next sentence, or you'll miss everything. A relative just discovered the hidden reality regarding what you suffered. They are weeping. They finally grasp what you endured, and remorse is striking them harder than before. Pay close attention, because what I am about to share is significant, and if you disregard this moment, you might miss a turning point intended to heal something profound in your life. I am showing you that someone within your own family has at last uncovered the truth about the pain you carried in silence, and this awareness is breaking them in ways they never anticipated. The burden of what they failed to notice before is now pressing heavily on their heart, and they are feeling the full impact of their absence, their doubt, and their misunderstanding. This is not random, and it is not late, because I have allowed this truth to rise at the exact moment it could bring the greatest shift for you. What you endured was never invisible to me, and now it will no longer be invisible to them. Type Amen to affirm. You went through times when you didn't feel like your pain or voice were being heard, but you kept going with the strength that only I could give you. When you held back tears or chose peace over conflict, I saw it. It wasn't because you were weak, but because you were being shaped for something bigger. The person who used to ignore your pain is now hearing the truth, and it's opening their eyes in a way that nothing else could. It's not just regret that I've come to this conclusion. It's about awakening, and it's happening because I'm putting things back in balance where they were out of. You have not been forgotten, and even though it felt like you were by yourself, you were never really that. Right now, something very important is going on behind the scenes. I need you to stay with me, because this has a blessing that can change how you see everything that happened. The person who used to get it wrong is now going over every detail in their mind and seeing the truth that they missed before. These people are aware of your patience, restraint, and quiet endurance, and it makes them feel very guilty. This isn't meant to hurt them. It's to bring them to the truth, which is the only way to heal. What you kept to yourself is now speaking out loud in their hearts. Feel free to show your support by giving this video a like. This agreement step opens the door for more healing to happen in your life. You may have thought that no one would ever understand or listen to your story, but I promise you that nothing you went through was in vain. Everything I have covered across this channel is now in one place. The prayers, the teachings, the daily blessings, it is all inside the Daily Miracle Manual. Link in the description. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site, you are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today, join our community, and see what God brings back into your life. Every struggle, every time you felt ignored, and every time you felt alone has been recorded. And now it is being shown in a way that can't be ignored. The tears they are crying aren't just emotional. They are tears of truth that have finally broken through their denial. They feel the same way you did, and it makes them very humble. If you think it's true, type 1111. This change isn't about getting back at someone or proving your point, because I'm not trying to make you angry. You are being led to a place of healing where your story is heard and your heart can finally breathe. Do not let their guilt destroy them. Instead, let it bring them to a place where they can see you clearly and respond honestly. You have nothing to do with how they reacted, but you are seeing what happens when the truth comes out at the right time. Even though it feels strange, this is part of your healing. They didn't know how much you went through, but you did it with honor. Even when it hurt a lot, it felt like the weight of everything was on you some nights, but you still chose to move. I made you stronger during those times, even though you didn't know it, and I kept you steady when everything else seemed to be shaking. The same person who couldn't see your strength before can now, and it's making a mark on their heart they can't erase. The way they see you has changed since they realized this. This is being shown to you, so that you know your patience was not pointless and your silence did not mean nothing. It helped shape a testimony that is now coming out at the right time. You're not the same person you were before that pain, and you shouldn't have to carry that. I'm taking it away from you piece by piece because truth always wins over lies. No longer does the past have the same power over you since it's been brought to light. There are real tears in their eyes, and they are crying because they deeply understand. They are feeling ashamed because they knew they should have been there for you when you needed them. You didn't force or plan for this to happen. It was me who made this moment happen, because I knew it would lead to something better. I am still working in their hearts to make what was hard somewhat soft. As the season changes, things that were hidden will become clear, and things that were unclear come. It's not just about them. You can also see how far you've come. The strength you showed to get through what could have broken you came from me. Right now you have the chance to see the truth without having to defend yourself. This victory has been quiet, but it means a lot. What if a simple 7-second trick could get rid of your debt and let real wealth come in? People can now use a simple 7-second method found in a leaked CIA document to get out of debt and start making money. 4 top neuroscience labs have tested this simple home practice, which is helping people who are having money problems live better lives. People are getting new homes, cars, and ways to travel. This information could be taken down at any time, though. Before it goes away, click the link in the description and comments. They are feeling more than just regret right now, and I want you to understand this clearly so you don't get the wrong idea about what's They not only remember what you went through, but they can finally feel it. This feeling is tearing down walls that have been there for a long time. The truth is getting into a part of them that used to fight it, and it's changing what that they knew about you. People don't often make changes like this because they are honest, which many people don't want to be. But I let it happen because your story deserved to be seen as it really was. You need to stay grounded during this because it's not your job to make them feel better or carry their guilt. But I'm not asking you to take responsibility for how they feel right now, because that is not your job. What you went through already took a lot of strength, and I didn't make you go through that so that you could carry more weight now. For now, I want you to stand in the truth that is finally coming out without losing your peace. You should just watch what I'm doing right now instead of getting caught up in it. If you believe in God, type send 10. They are starting to remember the times when they ignored your pain or didn't understand why you were quiet. And each memory is making them more aware. They feel heavy about things that used to seem small, and things that they used to ignore feel impossible to ignore now. Truth does this when it finally comes through. It changes how everything is seen. You might hear or see changes in the way they talk to you, approach you, or even sometimes avoid you. These responses are not random. They are proof that something inside them is changing. It's normal to feel a range of emotions during this time, since your heart is still processing what it through. There were times when you needed help and didn't get it, and that memory won't go away overnight. I'm asking you to let me guide your response, though, because I want you to heal, not make old wounds worse. The awareness they are feeling is not meant to bring you back to pain, but to free you from it. That's why you need to stay in touch with me right now. The complete guide, every daily prayer, every spiritual tool, everything I've put together to help you grow your faith is down in the description. It's called the Daily Miracle Manual. Now, stay right here with me because as this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinnment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. There is a quiet power in being understood after being ignored for a long time. That power is now all around you. There's nothing loud or dramatic about it, but it's steady and real, and it gives you the validation you needed. In your truth, you are no longer alone, because someone can now see it who couldn't see it before. What happened is still there, but this changes how it lives in you. It takes away the feeling of being alone that used to make the pain worse. If you believe in Jesus, type 777. I want you to see that this moment also shows how much you've grown, because you're not you might have in the past. There is peace in you now that there wasn't any before. This peace shows how much you have changed. You don't have to defend your experience or show how valuable you are, because you know your truth stands on its own. This is what I've been working on inside you, changing your heart and making your spirit stronger. The way you stand is different, and it shows. Someone who can now see your pain is also starting to see how strong you are, which makes them very humble. They are realizing that you carried more than they thought, and that insight is changing how they see you. What they used to ignore is now something they can't ignore, and it's making them respect you less. Even though you didn't ask for this, I'm letting it happen because it helps bring things into balance. People see you differently now. You might notice that they have trouble putting their feelings into words because guilt makes it hard to do so. They might be hesitant, avoid certain conversations, or even get emotional for no reason. They will fully understand what they are going through in time. This is part of their process. You don't need to rush them or push anything, because I'm working at the right speed for them. It's more important to keep your peace than to get answers right away. When things happen, I'm keeping your heart safe because I know what you've been through already. I'm not putting you in a situation where you will get hurt the same way again. In its place, I'm making a place where the truth can live without hurting you more. This is why you should trust me, even if something seems strange or uncertain. I am in charge of the whole process. Your story is no longer hidden, which is a big change in and of itself. Understanding is taking the place of the silence that used to surround your experience, and that changes everything. Being misunderstood is no longer a burden on you. It has been taken away. This is part of your release, and it's taking place in a way that respects what you went through. You can no longer be seen. Could a brain ritual that the CIA has revealed be the fastest way to live a lavish life? Newly released CIA research has revealed a powerful brainwave technique that helps regular people get almost right away. 4 neuroscience labs have confirmed that this 7-second habit at home is helping people move from debt to dream homes, cars, and trips. You're lucky to be seeing this because this page might be taken down soon. To find out the secret, click the link in the description and comments. You shouldn't miss the deeper meaning of this moment, because it has something important to do with your future. When the truth comes out in this way, it opens the door to healing that wasn't there before. This doesn't mean that everything will be perfect right away, but it does mean that something better is on its way. There is no longer the same ground under you because the truth has changed it. Things are about to change in a new way. As this goes on, I want you to keep your own heart in mind because your healing is just as important as theirs. Your feelings are important. Don't ignore them or push them aside. Tell me about them so I can help you work through them. You've already taken on too much on your own, and now is not the time to do it again. I will be with you every step of the way, even the ones that you don't know what to do. You're not the only one who feels this way. You may see them trying to make sense of things they used to miss as their awareness grows, which can be hard for them. These people are facing parts of themselves that they didn't want to, which takes courage. It's late. It doesn't change what happened, but it does show that things can change when the truth is told. You are seeing that change right now. It's part of a bigger picture I'm showing you. There is a reason for being here now. Hold on to the strength I gave you and keep moving forward. You are not meant to stay stuck in the past. This is a change that will take you to a place where your past doesn't define your present. They don't say or do anything that makes you feel free. It's what I'm doing inside you as the truth rises around you. You no longer need to be validated, because it is now happening on its own, without you having to. This is how I give those who suffered in silence back their honor. There were times in the past when you wondered if anyone could ever really understand what you were going through. You were afraid that your story would stay hidden, buried under false beliefs and assumptions that never let you be seen. I never forgot about your pain, though, and I never let it be pointless. Every moment was shaping something inside you that would one day be strong, even when people who used to ignore you were around. Today is that day, and you are in it right now. Type 222 to get good luck. Not only does the person who just realized this feel your pain, they also know what they did to cause it. For their own growth, they need to come to this heavy realization, which is not easy for them. There's no point in me telling them this truth to punish them. The point is to make them face what they need to face. They feel guilty because they have, and this is making their hearts open in ways they weren't able to before. What they are going through is the start of a change. You might notice that the way they look at you has changed, and that change comes from a place of deep recognition. They can see how strong you were when they weren't there for you, how you stuck with it, how you stuck with her, and how strong you were. Because they are seeing things through the lens of truth. Things that seemed normal to them before now seem strange. You didn't make this shift in your point of view. It's something I'm letting happen. You are seeing the result of what you patiently went through. You should also hold on to something important during this time. It will help you figure out how to move forward. If I shut doors for your safety, you don't have doors for your safety, even if you feel bad about it now. Just because they understand, that doesn't mean they don't need boundaries, or that you have to what hurt you before. I'm leading you to healing, not to cycles that hurt you over and over again. Even if you feel bad, you have to stay on track with my direction. To claim miracles, type 1212. On the other hand, I'm making your heart softer so that anger doesn't take root in it. It would be easy to hold on to the past and let your anger grow, but I have something better planned for you. You are being called to a place of peace where your heart can heal without being filled anchor. It doesn't mean you forget what happened, but you let go of its power over you. You are raised above it, not sucked back into it. You will notice that how you think about what happened changes. This is a normal part of getting better. Because you're seeing things in a different way, something that used to hurt you deeply is slowly becoming something that makes you strong. You are realizing how much you changed, how much you went through, and how much you got through. This change lets you stand in your story without letting its pain define you. No longer do you carry it that way. That person is learning something about themselves that they can't ignore, at the same time that they understand your pain. They are seeing what happens because they were absent, silent, or didn't understand, and it is changing how they think about what they did. They are having a hard time with this, but they need to go through it if they want to become. They are already being led through this by me, so you don't have to do that. As the truth is shown to you, it's your job to stay strong in it. Are there really 7-second rituals that can turn bad luck with money into sudden wealth? People are already changing their lives because of a study that was leaked and was backed by the CIA. It changes the way you think so that you can attract money. 4 neuroscience labs have approved it. People who were having a hard time before now have their dream lives with fancy homes, new cars, and trips. That being said, this data might not stay on the web. Click on the title and comments right now, before they are taken away for good. A time will come when they may try to say what they're feeling, and you will need to be smart during that time. Not every time someone says sorry, they mean it, and not every time they try to make them is ready to be accepted. So, you need to stay in touch with me so you can tell the difference between what is real and what needs more time. In that moment, I will make things clear for you, and I will help you respond in a wise way. You don't need to figure it out by yourself. You are being put in a strong position where you don't have to try to get other people to understand you. That it's coming to you without having to do anything shows how much has changed in your life. What you once longed for is now coming to you in a way that you didn't expect, but it's very important to you. You are getting better, and this is happening because I saw everything you went through. It is important to note that nothing was missed or forgotten. On top of that, you feel a deeper peace that comes from knowing that you got through something that could broken you. You didn't fall apart, even though it looked like everything was going to break. I held you close, even when it felt like you were nearly losing your grip. You are stronger now that you have been through that. No one can take this away from you. You may see them trying to make sense of how they feel in different ways as their guilt keeps coming up. As they think about everything, they might pay more attention, think more deeply, or even become farther away. That's just part of their journey. It will take some time for them to fully understand what they missed. This process is not yours to manage, so you don't need to be in charge of it. I am working with them the same way I worked with you. Knowing that you are not where you used to be will help you keep moving forward with confidence. You're not the same person who suffered in silence without being seen. Now people see you in important ways. This doesn't change the past, but it does change how you live with it now. Being misunderstood no longer weighs you down, and that freedom is giving you new opportunities. You're now in a different season. You are going to get this kind of healing from within, not from outside circumstances. I am putting it inside you. You're not the same person you used to be, and you shouldn't go back there. The realization that your family member is having keeps growing, and it's changing how they see every moment that they used to miss. They are getting aware of the times they should have stood with you, the times they could have talked, and the times they chose to be quiet instead. They are becoming more aware of what happened, not less aware. This is making them unable to ignore it happened. The truth is changing how they see you, because it has taken root in their hearts. This will not last. They will remember this. To be sure, type 555. You might feel a wave of relief rising through you, even if it's mixed with other feelings that are harder to describe. It makes you feel better because your experience is no longer a secret. This changes everything. The weight of being alone is off your shoulders now that the truth has been told. This doesn't get rid of the past, but it changes how it affects you. You are no longer tied to the silence that used to surround your pain. But I also want you to be aware of your limits, because healing doesn't mean giving up the knowledge you gained. Now that you know what it's like to be alone, you have a better idea of what you need going forward. You don't have to let down your guard in a way that makes you vulnerable again. Instead, you are being shown how to stand in a way that lets your heart heal, while also protecting it with the strength I have given you. This balance is important, and I'm here to help you keep it. Type 222 to get good luck. I want you to be very aware of the change that is happening in the way you see yourself as well. You no longer doubt your worth or your experience because you know what you went through. You don't need anyone else to tell you it's true anymore. You already know it to be true. This is a strong place to be because it takes away your need to find approval from other people. If you want the full guide with every prayer and lesson I've compiled for this community, check the description for the Daily Miracle Manual. You are about to enter your divine future, but remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit Out Community now, join the family, and see your heavens open. What you know makes you feel safe, and that safety makes you feel calm. The person who can now see your pain also wants to fix things, even if they don't know how yet. They want this because they feel guilty, but they also want it because they are realizing something. They are becoming aware that what they did or didn't do had effects that they didn't mean. They need to make changes because of this realization, even if those changes make them feel bad. Right now, you're seeing the start of that process. At some point, they might try to talk to you, and you'll need to stay calm and grounded until then. You don't have to forgive quickly or react in a way that doesn't help you heal. So instead, you are being told to listen carefully and answer wisely. When that time comes, I'll give you the words you need and help you get through it in a way that keeps your heart safe. When things don't seem clear, know that you are not alone. Do you know about the plot that the government doesn't want people to know about? What if you could easily get rich and get rid of your debts in just 7 seconds? 4 top neuroscience labs and a leaked CIA report both say this is true. Kids who were having a hard time are now moving into their dream homes without any worries. But this secret could be leaked at any time. Before it goes away, click the link in the description and comments. No way. I will not let you go back to a place where no one hears you. You have come too far to go back. They are based on the truth that you are seen, valued, and safe, rather than anything else. This strength will help you move forward, even when things don't seem familiar. The things you went through have changed you. You are not the same person who suffered in silence. It's impossible for anyone to take away that change. You are also becoming more clear about what you deserve, which is affecting the choices you make. It's a big change that you're no longer willing to settle for less than what you deserve. It's becoming clear to you that your peace is important, and you're taking steps to protect it in new ways. This is a part of your growth, and I'm helping you get stronger in it. You are learning how to pick things that are good for your heart. As they learn more, they might start to show regret in ways that are very emotional and hard to handle. You don't have to take this on or carry it around because it belongs to them. There's a way to understand how they feel without taking it on yourself. Being able to stay free and compassionate at the same time is possible. Because of this important difference, you don't have to help them get better, but you can watch as they do without losing yourself. The truth that has been revealed also makes room for something new to appear, even if you can't see it all yet. This doesn't mean that everything will go back to how it was, because that's not what this moment is for. It's meant to make a place where people can be honest and where healing can start in a way that wasn't possible before. Now you're in that space, which is different from everything else you've been through. This is not a repeat of the last chapter, it is a new one. You are being led to a place where your story doesn't hurt you anymore, but shows how strong you are. What you went through is now a part of who you are, but it doesn't stop you in any way. It's something that shows how far you've come and how much you've been able to get through. I'm giving you this point of view, which will bring you peace instead of pain. You are not stuck in the past. You are rising above it. Do not lose faith in me as this goes on, because more will be revealed in due course. You're not done with this process yet, but you're moving through it strong and clear. I am leading you to something better at every step, even the ones that you don't feel sure. As this process goes on, you are becoming more stable on a deeper level, and nothing other people say or do can shake that. There is a peace that you can feel now that doesn't depend on how they react, how they say sorry, or how much they understand. This peace comes from knowing that your story has always been heard, seen, and held with love. You're not looking for confirmation anymore. It's already found you. This strength is quiet, but it's becoming a part of who you are. The person who has now awakened to the truth is still going through different levels of realization. Each level shows them something new. They can see your pain and are starting to unpack it, which is hard for them to handle. These are the times they wish they could change, the words they wish they had said, and the silence they wish they had broken. When the truth comes fully, it acts like this. It doesn't leave any room for doubt. It sheds light that can't be ignored. If you walk by faith, type N10. You might notice that as they think about everything, they act with more intention, more care, and even more reflection. Yes, they are becoming more aware in ways they weren't before. This isn't because they are now perfect all of a sudden. The way someone moves, talks, and reacts changes when they are aware. As they become more aware of the results of their actions, those awarenesses are changing the choices they make. Right now, you're seeing the beginning of that change. At the same time, I'm making it easier for you to stay steady no matter what they do next. Because your pace is in me, your stability shouldn't go up and down with their growth. This is why you can stay calm while everything around you changes. As you are being pulled back into confusion or emotional chaos, you are being held on to something deeper. This is part of the safety I've put around your life. There is also a deeper understanding growing inside you about why you have been through what you have. And this understanding is changing how you see the past. That thing you used to only see as pain is now also something that makes you strong. Though it was hard to see at the time, something that used to make you feel broken has now made you stronger. You are healing by changing the way you see things. This change is letting you move forward without being held back. You are getting better at things that used to make you feel down. If you believe in Jesus, type 777. Your family members' guilt is still changing their heart, and it's getting them to a point where they can't stay the same. Things won't change right away, but the process has begun. They are being shown the truth, and it makes them grow, and they have no choice but to grow. That is already going to happen, so you don't have to do anything about it. I am working on them the same way I worked on you. What's with this 7-second CIA ritual going around every place so quickly? Recent CIA leaks have shown a powerful brain ritual that brings in money right away. This short technique is quickly changing people's lives and has been proven to work by 4 neuroscience labs. From a lot of debt to a dream vacation, this could help you get what you want. If you're seeing this, count yourself lucky, because the page might go away soon. Before it's taken down, click the link in the description and comments. You might start to feel likes are ending, even if you haven't said anything yet. It's not always possible to end things through conversation. Most of the time, it comes from knowing. Right now, you know that what you went through was real, that it mattered, and that it has finally been recognized. This knowledge is making you feel at peace, so you don't need anything else. You are coming to terms with things inside yourself, which is strong. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step, your abundance awaits.